Oh, hello. Hello everybody, welcome to installment number 10? 10. 1 0. That's a 2-digit number, which means I'm being rather good and keeping to my word and doing the blog every single week without fail. So this week has been a great week actually. It's been a week of reflection, a week of socialising, a week of Broom Guitar. So the main thing is actually this thing here, which you'll see later on, which is going to be the light box, and we screwed it into the wall and we stuck on this melamine foam to stop reflections from the sound bouncing off the walls in this room, and we're later going to attach all the lights, the little LEDs, to the dots that we were making, that me and Paul were making. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing this come alive, because this is the only thing that I really knew I wanted in this room, apart from obviously lots of instruments and things to make the album with, but kind of from an aesthetic point of view, I wanted to have a clouds above my head. So it's looking good. The shape of the room we can really feel now, because we've got the kind of second ceiling thing in, and we've got the panels up, and we've got the light holes in, and so it's all coming together, and I'm feeling pretty good about it, because I know that as soon as the scaffolding's out, which I hope to be next week, then I can actually walk into it again and start to really feel it as a space and where everything's going to be. And I'm very much looking forward to it as well. So the main thing this week for me, well actually I kind of thought about it last week, but I didn't tell you, is what I'm worried about is I'm going to end up coming into the studio, it's all lovely and I've spent all this time kind of making it perfect and making everything just the way I want it, and all the all the instruments are working, all the computers are working, everything's working, and then it's like, okay, there's no more excuses anymore, and just get down to making some actual music. And I was a bit kind of thinking, the worst case scenario would be there's nothing happens. Which hasn't happened to me yet, but of course that is the big scary thing, is that you spend all this money making this great studio and then you can't actually come up with anything. So I decided to set myself a limitation, and the limitations are to the beginnings of each song, the sounds basically are going to stem from the sounds of the house, the natural sounds of the house, the creaking of the floorboards, the slamming of the doors, the oven hum, the freezer hum, the boiler, the sound that the radiators make when the heat pumps through them, which we've just turned on for the first time today, which is very exciting. The heating's working. Yeah, so that's my idea, is just to start and make sounds from just going around with my microphone and recording funny noises, and then just putting them in the old grinder and see what comes out the other end. And because I really enjoyed, there's this song called Glittering Cloud, which some of you know, and all of the sounds to that, all of the drum sounds were either my voice or locust samples that I took from the British Library, and I really enjoyed just working in that with those small amount of sounds. It just made me be really much more creative, rather than having every single sound on the entire planet at my fingertips, and then kind of going, spending days, years going through them all to decide what it is about the identity of this album that will become. So anyway, that's just the idea, and I'm very excited about it because it gives me somewhere to start, and hopefully it will be the means to a great album. So that's exciting. Very good. I'm very happy about that. So today feels like autumn. Autumn has arrived. It's raining outside. I don't mind the rain. I quite like it. I like British weather. A lot of people complain about how erratic it is, but I really like it. I think it keeps us on our toes. And different weather, just like different smells and different sounds, remind us of things in our lives. And especially me being here in the house where I grew up. The minute now that it's changed to autumn, I'm feeling all autumny, and remembering how we were, and the kind of snuggling up next to the tall radiators, and putting the fire on. So I've been doing lots of playing the piano with the fire on, and it's been great. So I'm really enjoying the house at the moment. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying coming back to it a lot as well. I'm just generally feeling pretty positive about everything, really. So that's good. But I have been socialising as well. I went to see a great play, which Knit and Sawney did the music for. It's called The Disappearing Number. And it's brilliant. Unfortunately, it's sold out now, so you can't go and see it. And we were trying to go and see it again because it was so great. It was that the first half an hour, you're kind of like, what's this all about? I thought I'd missed something, because actually there was this woman next to me who was really deaf, and she was listening through she was somehow like getting the signal from the play down there and she had like headphones in, and so she could hear everything really clearly. But she had this like sweet wrapper, and she kept like crunching it around, and she was like a really old lady, really sweet old lady, and I felt really bad, but that's all I could hear was the sweet wrapper, and I was trying to tell her, you know, excuse me, sweet, would you mind not doing that? And she thought I was having a go at her, which I wasn't, but she just wasn't aware that she was making a noise. Anyway, so I thought I'd kind of missed it because of that, but they later realised that my friend was also feeling the same, that it just took a while for us to understand the time scales of things in this play, but once you kind of, it's revealed to you, the structure of it, it's really brilliant. And we couldn't really talk to each other for the last, for after about an hour after the play, because it was so kind of, it was just so brilliant. So sadly you can't go and see it because it's sold out. I went to see a band called IMX, who I think Chris Corner is quite possibly the most handsome man on the planet. So it's always a pleasure to go and see him and hear him. He was dressed up in a top hat and white and black woolly socks and leggings, and there's only a few men on this planet who can pull that off, and he's certainly one of them. What else? Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, there's that whole thing about the ceiling and the light box, and that's pretty much what we've been doing. It's just taken a long time to get it all together, but it's like the two main things now that we were waiting to get done have been done. We've still got to like connect it all together, but yeah, the end is, maybe 3 weeks in sight. So it's all good, all good. And that's pretty much it, really. It's a nice, simple one this week. So I'm just going to play a bit more guitar, and I'll see you next week. Da, 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 la 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 la.